Esterhazy Museum has a large collection of guns and military artifacts. Today, we will discuss artifacts soldiers utilized primarily during the First World War and some highlights from the Second World War. Military helmets were first introduced to battle in 1916. They became important to the safety of the soldiers because the helmet protected its wearer from pieces of shrapnel and bombshell fragments hitting their head. The helmets were not bulletproof, and soldiers still needed to be careful while on the field. Prior to helmets, hats were worn to indicate which regiment a soldier belonged to. The uniforms worn during the first half of the First World War were introduced in 1903. The shoulder straps were detachable and could be different colors that indicated the portion of the army each soldier belonged to. Dark blue was worn by the infantry, green for rifles, and red for artillery. These uniforms differed from the British uniforms at the beginning of the First World War. One of these differences was that the British uniforms had 7 buttons. As the war progressed, the Canadian uniforms from 1903 were replaced with British uniforms that were higher quality. This is a field telephone from the Second World War. It is most likely a Mark V telephone, which is similar to the field phones used in the First World War. Field telephones were first invented around 1917 and were used to transmit calls while ensuring the safety of the user. The user's voice was converted into an electric signal, which was passed to and received by another phone. During the First World War, the field telephones were wired, but became wireless in the 1940s for the Second World War. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon. Please remember to like and subscribe for more content.
You'd be crazy to not subscribe to Esterhazy Community Museum's YouTube page.